We are utilizing AI. We use it for phone calls, mostly overflow phone calls after hours. We're using it for reports, etc. But it's trying to dial everything. It's kind of AI can be very overwhelming, I think, sometimes, just thinking about it. Like, it's just so much at your fingertips. And so I think the biggest challenge for us is just trying to, and I don't even know if it's a challenge, but it's just how can we leverage AI to the best of its abilities and automate things. I just want to automate things. And so anybody can have AI do something for them, tell them to spit out a report, but let's have something automated every day that's shooting over to you without even thinking about it.
Speaking my language, my friend, that's literally what we do. So maybe there's a reason we met. I love that. This episode is brought to you by 10x Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10x Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Kyle Turner with Proactive Pest Control. He's in the Sacramento area of California. Kyle, man, tell us about your business. How long you've been around? Where are you guys at now?
Yeah, so started Proactive Pest Control in 2014. So we specialize in, pest control, reoccurring service plans for residential commercial homes. So yeah, that's what we do. Been in business. This is our 12th summer, and yeah, things are going awesome.
This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it. Where's the business at now in terms of size and scale, whatever you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, so last year we did about 20 million on top line revenue. This year, we hope to grow 20 to 30%, which we're on track to do. But yeah, we definitely have had some great growth over the years. Great marketing plan is what I attribute that to, and great service, great employees. And yeah, so we're about 30,000. We service about 30,000 reoccurring customers. So mostly residential, some commercial. We like to do more commercial, but it's mostly residential. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at. About 150 employees. I think we're at 5 locations, mostly based out of Northern California. We have an office in Arizona as well, though.
Well, I don't talk to a lot of guys that hit 20 million. What was the hardest part about getting to where you are now? I mean, it probably took quite a bit of time to build up to 30,000 clients.
Yeah, the hardest part, that's a good question. I get asked that a lot. They're like, wow, how did you do it? And There's not really a simple answer. I kind of look at it as a recipe. It's a lot of things coming together. So it's good marketing, good reputation. It's really good hiring. It's taking advantage of opportunities and staying ahead of the curve. So it's everything coming together. But I would say the way we did it is, we just kept our foot on the gas, and we were always looking for the next things, trying to stay ahead of the curve. um, really focused on our online reputation. That was huge for us. So you can't have you can't do a lot online unless you have a good reputation, 5 stars. And so the only way to do that is providing good service, taking care of your customers. If your customer's unhappy, you know it's your job to make them happy again. So whatever it takes.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1,000,000 a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. I know you alluded that you think some of your marketing was a big part of that as well. Was there any secret sauce that you found with marketing, whether it be SEO, pay-per-click, LSAs, anything of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, I just always look at everything as if I was a consumer. If I was a consumer, what I'd be doing. So personally, every day I search our own company, incognito mode. I search, pest control. I see where we're ranking. Um, but it's definitely has evolved over the years. Initially, when I started, Yelp was very big for us. So Yelp in Northern California was huge, and so that's where we got most of our customers, just through Yelp organically. And then we started paying Yelp, and then we got them through ads and organically. Fast forward now, Yelp is it's okay. It's not where we get most of our leads. So now we transition mostly to Google, local service ads, pay per click. And so that's where we get majority of our leads now. And we were one of the first companies to get on LSA in our area, which really helped us. So it's kind of been us staying ahead of the curve. So we were, one of the first ones on Yelp, first ones on LSA. And so now it's like, what's the next thing? It's like, probably Chat GPT, AI. So it's just always looking at the next thing. Where are people going to go? And I mean, social media, next door, those are other areas. And so we definitely try to diversify, but the big driver is usually Google.
This episode is brought to you by Jonathan Keim and the teams at 360 Commercial Roofing and Top Roof Marketing. If you own or manage commercial property, or you're a roofing contractor looking to grow, Jonathan has spent more than a decade helping businesses protect their buildings and scale through proven commercial roofing and marketing systems. His companies specialize in commercial roofing solutions, roof asset management, and marketing built specifically for the roofing industry. Whether you need a trusted commercial roofing partner or want to generate more qualified roofing leads, check out 360 Commercial Roofing or Top Roof Marketing. You can go to www.360 like 360 commercialroofing.com and Top Roof Marketing www.toproofmarketing.com. Now let's get into today's episode.
What's going really well with your company right now, and what's a big challenge you guys are facing?
What's going really well? I mean, definitely having some great growth this year. So, marketing, sales has gone. I mean, this year has been amazing so far. As far as challenges. Honestly, it's learning how to I guess best utilize AI. We are utilizing AI. We use it for phone calls, mostly overflow phone calls after hours. We're using it for reports, etc. But um, it's trying to dial everything. It's kind of AI can be very overwhelming, I think, sometimes, just thinking about it. Like, it's just so much at your fingertips. And so I think the biggest challenge for us is just trying to, and I don't even know if it's a challenge, but it's just how can we leverage AI to the best of its abilities and automate things. I mean, I just want to automate things. And so anybody can have AI do something for them, tell them to spit out a report, but let's have something automated every day that's shooting over to you without even thinking about it.
You're speaking my language, my friend. That's literally what we do. So maybe there's a reason we met. I love that.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of
So
people about AI, and there's a lot of companies, and so it's yeah, it's definitely something that's needed.
yeah, I mean, I think that when we look at AI and service-based businesses, obviously speed to lead, the CSR role. I think sneakily accounts receivable is one that you could automate with AI. But I think the easiest way to think about it, Kyle, is um, I'm never a fan of someone getting fired or replaced, but you literally, that's how you have to think about AI. Like it's literally taking the job of somebody. So, like, what is something repeatable that we do like day in, day out? It's probably, you know, invoicing, right? It's running payroll. It's like, what are the things
Yeah,
that we do every day that could be automated? Um,
yeah.
I've seen a trend with a lot of pest control companies using overseas staffing as well, which I love. Have you guys started doing that at all? And if so, how have you leveraged it?
We haven't. I've heard a lot about it. Getting a virtual assistant and or somebody to help out in the Philippines. Um, Definitely, it's definitely intriguing. We haven't spent much time looking at it, but I could see the appeal for sure.
Yeah. I know that I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, on behalf of my 5-year-old Foster, what is the most unique type of pest that you guys deal with?
Most unique. Oh, that's a good question. Well, I would say I don't know if it's unique, but I mean, roof rats are a big one. Roof rats. That's probably one of the uglier pests that we deal with. So,
Tell me, I don't know
roof rats
anything
get
about
it.
them. Tell me all because I'm going to tell them tonight at a soccer practice. So I got to hear about it.
Roof rats, very, very fast, love to climb. Judging by their name, you're gonna find them. They love to climb onto roofs and get into attics. Long tail. Tail's longer than the body, so that's how you know if it's a roof rat. But those buggers are fast, and I got a funny story. I was up in the attic. I started as a technician. That's what I did. I'm just a blue collar guy. So I was a technician. Going up into the attic because the customer's hearing some noises, and usually it's a rat. Usually it's a roof rat when they said they're hearing noises. So, get up there. I got my flashlight. It's all dark, and I shine over, and all of a sudden I see two eyes looking back at me, reflecting back. So that kind of gets the heart rate going. But it's a family of, I think, raccoons up there that got up into the attic, and so. But when you're up in the dark attic and you see two eyes looking back at you, it's a little scary.
So how do you
But
treat roof rats? What do you do?
roof rats. So The main thing is focusing on where they're getting into the house. So we'll set up some monitoring stations around the outside of the home, monitor the activity, and then do a full inspection on the house. Make sure that, I mean, a roof rat can get into a hole, the size of a quarter. I think it's less than a quarter. It's like a dime or something. They just squeeze their body down. So a lot of it's physical control, sealing up the house, making sure there's no entry points. If they are in the attic, setting up traps. Just live trap, simple cheese, peanut butter, baits. Actually, I don't even know if we use cheese. I think it's a peanut butter is what we use, but and then setting up rodent monitoring on the outside. So pretty simple, just a little labor intensive.
Yeah. It sounds like a pest I wouldn't want to deal with. But once you have them, it'd be kind of probably a pain to get rid of them, which kind of stinks. Yeah.
Yeah, because they leave a pheromone trail, and so once they get up into your attic, that pheromone trail, all the other rats follow that, and so they follow that up into your attic, and so even once you get rid of them, you got to play defense because that pheromone trail is still there.
Hmm. What's something we haven't talked about today, Kyle, that gets you excited? It could be related or unrelated in business. It could be your culture, your team, your vision. Like, what's something that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, I think it's culture. I love to talk about culture and our team. I've always tried to build Proactive as a company that I would want to work at, and so that's the way I look at everything. And so, hey, but I want to work here, and so I try to make things fun, enjoyable, and make it a place that I want to be at as well. So. Um, we focus a lot on doing we do basically an event every quarter. So we just did our spring kickoff. So had the whole team, everybody from the company come out. They're all invited to Top Golf. We have drinks, food. We do some awards there. Set spring kickoff. Gets the juices rolling, gets the energy going for summer. And then we do a September. We do a picnic, a company picnic where all the families can come out. um, this last year we did it at a big in our area. There's a big country music festival, and so it was the first year we did it. But we actually rented out a section of the festival and had, about I think we had 80 to 100 employees there with their families, and so um, we had our own section at the country concert, and then afterwards everyone split out into the actual concert. So it was actually pretty cool. It's pretty fun. And we just do a lot of things like that. We have a top performers trip every year. So all the top performers from each team, we take them out to Cabo, rent out a yacht. And so we do it up nice. And so we like to reward them and recognize our top performers. So team culture, I love doing that stuff. And it's just it's something that I'd want at a company I worked at.
That's awesome, man. Well, Kyle, where can people go to learn more about your business if they wanted to learn more?
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram. So be Proactive Pest Control. We're pushing a lot on Instagram, Facebook as well. I'm on there, Turner Kyle 12. Is my personal, but yeah, check us out on Instagram. Is probably the best way to get a hold of us and kind of see our culture and how we do things. So
I love it, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks for coming on the show.
absolutely, thanks for having me, Andrew.